Guys, I got new Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron. I picked these up at Target. Check it out. We've got the Y-Wing. Oh my goodness, the Y-Wing, Gold Leader's Y-Wing. And we also have Mandalorian's N1 Starfighter. Let's throw these over in the light box and take a look at the outside of the box. Okay, so take a look at the outside of this box. You see some of the artwork there. Is that a Star Destroyer hanger? I believe that is a Star Destroyer hanger. There's a Y-Wing back there. There it is, Star Wars logo. I like the look and weathering already. Looks really well done, especially for such a small vehicle. There's John Vander and R2BHD Gold Leaders Y-Wing number 0083. Oh my goodness. What's on the back? We've got our blueprint, of course. What are some of the features here? The droid does go up and down. The wings you do detach, or I guess attach. You have to assemble it yourself a little bit. It does have some, are those torpedoes? Those are torpedoes that drop down. It's got landing gear. Here's a TIE Bomber. Here's the N1. I did not find the TIE Bomber. And then there are 2 chase vehicle X-Wings that are available as well. StarWars.com, Micro Galaxy Squadron. Collect them all. What is that at the bottom? Hey, look, it's approved by 0 to 3 sad babies. And there's the barcode if that's your kind of thing. You want to maybe look this up on BrickSeek. It might show up. Who knows? Okay, you know what? Let's just open this thing up first. We'll do the N1 second. How about that? We'll get right into the unboxing of this thing. Waste no time. I'm curious. Okay, there's a better look at that background. I like that with the TIE Fighter and that Y-Wing taking it out. We got all the X-Wings here too, and more TIEs dropping in. Very cool. I can dig that. Oh, I'm already dropping stuff. I'm already dropping stuff everywhere. Is it a sticker? That is a sticker. So here's one of the engines. Here's the main body. Here, it is interesting there's these little pieces. And I think that's about it for that. We've got another engine over here. And I do like to take this out and always take a look and see what the little artwork on the inside looks like. There we go. Okay. Kind of cool little explosion off to the side. It reminds me of Rise of Skywalker, actually, where it's the wreckage of the Death Star 2. But enough with that. Let's put this thing together. Oh, real quick, look. Look at this. There is John Vander and R2BHD. There we go. Now we can focus on it. Pretty cool looking little figures. Nice little droid. I like the chrome paint on there. It looks good. Let's see if I can kind of open this up. Get them to pop out a little bit. There we go. And into my hand. Into my hand. Okay. Very tiny. Very, very tiny little figures. Very cool, though. Yeah, I enjoy those. Those are nice. Those are neat looking little... I mean, can we really zoom in? Look at that zoom. The detail on those are great, actually. Look at the helmet. Look at that detail on the helmet. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Good job, Jazzwares. They really are stepping up this line all the time, so I'm really, really pleased with that. Okay, but let's take a look at the actual vehicle here. Okay, so look, those are torpedoes down there. Okay, and real quick, I did want to show you those little torpedoes. They are tiny. Look at them. Look how small these things are. And they will fit right in here. Let's see if I can get it in there and snap it back in. But they are kind of hard to get out on your own. I used a little tool. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. There it is. You can snap it down. And they will stay in place. But it's just kind of a neat, tiny little accessory that comes with these things. We've got some landing gear that'll pop out. There it goes all the way forward. Okay, not bad, not bad. Let me get some of this plastic out of the way. And I think the only thing I need to do now is attach these wings on the side. And I think I've got that one backwards. It should be this side. Yep, that attaches a little too easily. Then how about this one? Was that landing gear? There's landing gear on the bottoms? Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. Okay. It doesn't feel like it snapped in very well, to be honest. But this is it. This is the Y-Wing. Kind of expected a little bit more, but it's not bad. I've never actually had a Y-Wing toy other than a Micro Machine before. And I don't mean Action Fleet. I mean the regular teeny tiny Micro Machines. I'm not mad at this. I like the weathering on the bottom. Looks really good. There's a lot of good detail in there. In fact, let's zoom in on some of that detail. Just look at that. The sculpt on this thing is gorgeous. There's so many little details they put in here. That's actually really impressive what they've been able to do on such a small little ship. You know, the weathering is there. It's got a lot of that black wash, but I don't think it's overdone this time. I actually really like the way it works. Let's put our figures inside. Of course, we're going to put our little astromech inside there. And there should be a little button. Yeah, right here. Notice there is a... Oh, see, the wing fell off. I don't love how easy that wing falls off. And it doesn't really click or snap in well. I feel like they just come off. So I don't love that. That said, little droid can pop in there. And this little button can be pushed. And he can pop out. It works okay. It works okay. Does the turret turn? Okay, the little turret turn, little ion auto turret does turn. How about the cockpit? Oh, the cockpit opens sideways. Okay, I like that. I like how that opens. That's actually really cool. Let's put our little pilot in here. Gold leader. Oh, I like that. I like how he sits in there. And I like the details in that cockpit. Look at that. That's so cool. Well done. You know, I maybe need a fleet of like 2 or 3 of these things. Like that's a decent ship. And then of course you can set it down. And it's got its little landing gear there. Oh wow. Okay. You know, I like this. I like this ship. It's a good ship. Okay, now this ship. Let's take a look at the outside of the box on this N1 Starfighter. Oh my goodness, look at this thing. It's got an X-Wing in the background. I wonder, is that supposed to be Carson Teva? I wonder. But it is a Series 4 Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron, number 0084. Gorgeous, beautiful. What's on the back? Looks like Mando can sit in the cockpit. You got little tiny Grogu is not removable, but he is up there. Little hologram look over here. Landing gear coming out. And really, that's about it. And this is the Starfighter Class N1. Of course, the Y-Wing we've already opened. Bomber I don't have yet. 2 chase vehicles. And at the bottom, you will see that this too is approved by 0 to 3 sad babies. And of course, there's our barcode if you want to look that up using BrickSeek or one of those services. There you go. All right, now let's get this thing open. I'm just going to get in here and just rip it. Rip it and rip it, right? Just go. Go crazy. We got it. Okay, there's our artwork. It's kind of whatever. I'm not super into this artwork. This is very plain and boring, but that's fine. It doesn't need to be fancy. It's just a package. We're gonna throw it out anyways, right? I do want to pull out our little back wrap because I know you guys like to see that sometimes, and it's very boring. It's just a continuation of that artwork. It's fine. It's okay. It's not bad, but it's not great. Okay, but what you really want to see is the N1 and how it gets assembled and put together and all that good stuff. Can I pull this thing out? Okay, that wasn't too bad. There's a little Mando down here, and there is this little tail piece. And I think that's about it. And this should really just go in one way in the end here. Notice there's a little hole with a special shape. This can only fit in one way. That was a very easy assembly. Very, very easy assembly. It seems like a very light and thin ship, but I like it. I do like it. Let's pull that landing gear down. There's landing gear there. There's landing gear on the 2 ends here. Okay. That is a very, very thin ship, but it's fun. It's actually like the maneuverability on that, being able to twirl that in your fingers is really fun. Now, does little baby Grogu shake at all? No, he doesn't shake. He sits in there. I do want to show you very quickly. Zoom in. There is Din Djarin Beskar edition. Now, we have quite a few Din Djarins, actually. And so I don't know what sets this one apart necessarily. But let's pick up the camera. Let's take a look, actually. Okay, so it looks like this is the Series 1 Mando. Just from the blind box, I believe, is what that one is. These two, I want to say, are from some of the vehicles, the larger Razor Crests. These might also be blind boxes because there's not as much paint. And then we have this current one. And so they all have something a little different. Like some have a cape on them. Some have a cape and a jetpack. There's another cape and a jetpack. Some have, no, again, a similar but different style cape and jetpack. This one's just a cape. This one's just a cape. But this is Beskar. He does appear to have a jetpack on him. So it's very similar to the ones that came with the other vehicles. Okay, and for those who are curious, the jetpack does come off. It does come off, and I think you need to take it off in order to sit him in that cockpit. But it does have a little peg back there. You can fit that in. Oh, and it fell. So that's one thing I'm not liking about this figure so far, is that the jetpack does not want to stay on. It falls off a little too easy for my taste. There it is. It's on now. It's on. But it just seems to fall off just a little too easily. But if I wanted to put it inside the cockpit, there's our little cockpit there, I do believe I have to take that off because the way this cape, yeah, see how that cape sits right there? So I'm going to take that off. It falls off very easily. I'm going to place Din Djarin inside the cockpit and close that up. And there we go. He's in there. He is in there. We can get just zoom in a little, not zoom in, but focus a little better on some of this. All right, let me show you some better close-ups. Okay, so this is really extreme close-up of the jetpack there. That is a very extreme close-up. Look at that. And then I do want to show you some extreme close-ups of the N1 here. Look at those details on this thing. Like, that's really, really well done. There you go. It's a little better look. Some of the paint apps on there are really cool as well. There you can see Mando inside. You can see little tiny Grogu up in there as well. Very small, very small. There's our bottom. Very cool looking ship. I love how thin it is. Assembly was super easy, super fun to play with. I dig this thing a lot. The twirling is what gets me the most. I love that the most. And it has its landing gear, so it can in fact sit and be like landed somewhere. I like that. Same with the Y-Wing. Similar look with the Y-Wing. I do want to show you how these scale to another ship. Let's bust out an X-Wing. I want to show you an X-Wing right next to a Y-Wing. And now you guys kind of have a better idea of how those scale next to each other. In fact, we can put the X-Wing right next to the N1 as well. And just so you guys can see how these scale. Now, they are supposed to be to scale. I do believe Y-Wings are a little bit bigger than X-Wings, so this all makes sense. I thought there was maybe room for 2 inside of a Y-Wing, but maybe not. I don't know why I thought that. But either way, I like it. I like the turret. I like the way it moves. I don't love that the wings fall off too easily on this. They kind of just come out. Well, that one's lodged in pretty well. See, that one did come out a little too easily for my tastes. A little too easily. But I like the see-through nature of them. It's just how they're designed. Oh, look, I didn't even notice the red inside, the orange inside the engine there. That's a really cool touch. I feel like another company might not have painted that part. But they did, and it looks good. It looks really good. You know, guys, I'm actually very pleased with both of these. Weathering's a little heavy on there, but I still like it. It looks right. It doesn't look wrong. They look good next to each other. N1 looks good. I wish the backpack stayed on a little bit better, the jetpack, but that's fine. It's okay. Either way, I'm really liking these. All right, guys, the N1 and the X-Wing Micro Galaxy Squadron, these both get a rad from me. I really I enjoy the line a lot. I do. Again, my hangups are these wings come off a little too easily. I actually have no issues with the ship itself on the N1, but just that backpack doesn't stay on very well for Mando. That can be fixed pretty easily, but I still have to give them a rad. Even with those couple of dings that I have against them, I enjoy these. These are fun. They're good. It's official. But I wish that stayed on better. I wish it stayed on better. Otherwise, though, I do like it. I like it a lot. But I want to know your thoughts. Are these thumbs up from you? Are they this can be a crashed, broken. Oh, no, broken. Perfect timing with the explosion in the background. But are they thumbs up? Are they a thumbs down? Let me know. Hey, do me a favor. Subscribe to the channel or share my videos with a friend if you know anyone who's into collecting this stuff. And use my affiliate links because that's literally how I get to pay for all this stuff to keep doing reviews. You guys use the shopping links. Hey, and if you're on Instagram, I have a whole broadcast channel just for secret links for people. So if you want to join that, follow me over on Instagram at the Dano channel. And until next time, don't be a move milker. Be the spark.